So last night I ended up watching Christine, which I love this movie growing up, and I still enjoy this. And I watch this every Halloween season. This was directed by the great, the legend John Carpenter, but almost John Carpenter almost didn't direct this movie. Richard Horvitz really wanted John Carpenter to direct this movie, but he almost passed because he was already tied up with Firestarter and The Ninja. But with both of those movies being delayed, he agreed to direct Christine. And in early interview, in the early shooting process, he said this almost felt like a job than a passion of his. But later on, he really came around and appreciate this movie. This movie cost about $10 million to make, and it did $21 million at the box office. This stars Keith Gordon, which you might recognize from Back to School as Arnie. It also stars John Stockwell as Dennis from My Science Project, which I really love that movie. Kelly Preston was in this movie. Robert Blossoms, which you might recognize the South Bend Shovel Slayer from Home Alone and Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and Robert Prosky from Gremlins 2 and from Mrs. Doubtfire, who played Jonathan Lundy. Brooke Shields auditioned for the role as Leah. John Stockwell's characters of Dennis's girlfriend uh, in the movie, and also Scott Baio auditioned for Arnie. Kevin Bacon also auditioned for the Arnie character, but dropped out when he got the role in Footloose. Now, this movie started shooting just a few days after the book dropped on bookshelves. In the book, I guess that Christine was possessed by Robert Blossom's brother's character, but in the movie, they made it be possessed when it first got made. Now, this movie, I think it's a 10 out of 10. I just love John Carpenter. I love this movie. I love the cast. I really am a big fan of John Stockwell. So, yeah, Christine is definitely a thumbs up. It's got a 69% on Rotten Tomatoes if you follow Rotten Tomatoes. So if you haven't seen Christine, check it out. I think you might like it.